Well, in our last video, we said we'd start building the controller that Louis can use. I think we've just had a discussion, videoed it, but we're not 100% sure it was worth showing. So we started another video now, and with this one, we've made some decisions. We've also made some sort of discoveries that it's not easy. It's going to be easy to get everything we want.
Yeah.
I think originally, and we're still going to stick with them. We got these two boxes, and this is just a mock-up of some other project. We've got an LED display, and we're thinking rather than one LED display and you change the train number, we'll have like 4 displays, and you select which display which corresponds to a train address. So it means that I can control one train from a separate controller, Louis can control another, and we can just change by pressing buttons or selecting somehow which train we control. So we'll have 4 displays for 4 trains. Well, maybe in the future we might add some trains to that. I don't know. I think 4 is quite enough.
I think probably
yeah, and then we come to the conclusion that we'd quite like a graphic of the representation of the railway, showing the position of the points and the signals, etc. So we're going to use something like this, a small display running from the Raspberry Pi. So we can use the Raspberry Pi for that interface, and we're going to use a Pico, RP2040 Pico, probably might use the later one. And that Pico will then control a switching circuit, just what we buy off Amazon or something, and that'll drive the rails. So the Pico looks after the timing of the signals going to the rails, and then the Raspberry Pi will then tell it what train's doing what signal's doing what, and what point is in what position it is, and that's automated. So then the Raspberry Pi then will be the interface for us to play with. And there may be another Pico to drive the displays that talks to the Raspberry Pi as well. I'm not sure if we can probably use SPI or something like that. But it's still so the 4 trains on there and the controls for the points, etc. here. It's really the amount of complexity. If Louis has to switch a switch, he wants to be nice and large, but so he doesn't have to knock another switch.
Yeah.
It's because it's so easy to knock another switch.
Yeah, and also with my involuntary movement, we're going to take that into consideration as well.
I have a feeling we'll do something similar to this, but not this, because I think this is too small.
I agree, actually.
Because I think this is a possibility. You're not saying it is. This is Louis got a more sophisticated version of this.
I got something like this. I use as a mouse for my computer.
Yeah, so for his computer, he uses this to move the mouse. It's based on an Arduino Micro or Leonardo, which can emulate mice and keyboards and things. And so, but in this case, we'll just use it. So like Louis can perhaps go like that or that way to select a train and press a button maybe to move over to the panel. And then maybe LEDs would be, instead of having switches, you just press a button here. So it might be like an LED that shows what function he's looking at. So you may be going across, and you may come across to a certain point. It'll be so the LED will light up to show them that's where this is based. Then you might do that or that to change the function of that point, and then you can move along or move back, and in that way he won't have to push switches in that. It can be all done from a box like this, but not necessarily this big. In some ways, I think it'd be great if we were going to use this table, is embed it in the table.
Yeah.
That's another story, really, isn't it? That's another thing.
Yeah.
So I think we're sort of there. I mean, we're going to limit it to 4 trains. Limit it to 4 trains. I think we probably won't use this. We'll use something bigger, make something.
Yeah.
What do you think, Louis?
I think every can make something, we can make sure it does what we need it to do.
Yeah, and I think that we'll have a look at. I do wonder, Louis, whether we, instead of this display, we could even just have an LED panel.
We could do that, actually.
Yeah, that would save a lot of.
Might be easier to do.
Well, it might be because we might just use a couple of picos. We might because the pico's got 2 processors, so we'll probably use one processor to do the drive the DCC on the rails, and the second processor to interface into all the switches and the mouse controller and that. So it would be self-contained. Then you wouldn't have to have that screen in the way.
Yeah.
And in fact, if we have it so that panel then folds over, it can go like into a case.
Yes, it could do.
Yeah. And then when you open the case up, it'll have the LED panel there, and then whatever we build into the case. The biggest thing is I don't think we've got another one handy, but this arcade game type controller. Yeah, what do you think?
I think that would be great.
Well, if I bring it over, it would be not that high. It would be. It depends where you want it.
I need it sort of in the middle of the panel.
If we use that box, for instance, and then these, that was like that.
Would be better, to be honest.
Right. Okay. That's it then. We're going to go for a box. We're going to make a box.
Yeah.
Use that. It also saves on the number of switches we have to buy.
Yeah.
And I can have a separate one.
Yeah.
To control things.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where we are at the moment. Not sure we're going to extend this video.
I don't think we need to be
No, no, I don't think so.
Dad,
No.
what are we gonna do next time?
Well, I'm not sure. Are we going to be making the box soon?
I think we should focus on building a box that to be honest.
Well, let's do that. I'm just wondering whether I might make a PCB for all the LEDs and stuff.
That might be good.
It might be useful to do that instead of trying to wire them all up.
Might be handy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one of the things is if we do use an PCB, Louis, we can draw the track on the PCB.
Really?
Yeah. So all the LEDs would be mounted on there, but on the silk screen we can draw the track as well.
That would be good, Dad.
Yeah, I think so, because then it wouldn't need to reduce the wiring a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
And then we could have a socket for the Pico on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could even do it for this as well.
Yeah.
And we'd have two panels, which are PCBs. And basically, although they'd be proud of the circuit board, I think it looked quite cool.
I agree to be on this baby, Dad.
You know, do that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then. Well, I think we're there.
Yeah.
Should we call it a day?
Yeah.
Do you want to say bye?
Okay, thank you so much. See you soon.